When I get there, I will. It's scheduled for live.
Yeah, despite the very, very windy conditions, it seems like my internet's actually not had a seizure tonight, so yeah, if there's anyone in the chat, welcome to PSGL, Season 24, Round 12, F3 Japan, Championship's already wrapped up, this was just racing for pride. Game Freaker, we are saying goodbye to a legend tonight, Game Freaker's last event in PSGL.
You put dry race in the chat.
Why did you tell me that?
Because it ruined it for me, you have to suffer as well.
Okay. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but when I press R1 for camera type, nothing is happening. Well, when I go on board Nino. How about other drivers? So everyone else is alright, so well, it's just the two Williams. So it's not an issue, really. The Canadian is still in the pits.
Yeah, we've got how many viewers right now? Not sure. It's the first time tonight that I am using the laptop function rather than using my usual phone way of dealing with this, and it's completely confused me.
I'm hoping Brown will open up the competition to make how he's won it.
It's okay. Game Freaker, is that you? Is that you, Game Freaker? Is Vouch Various?
Yeah, that's Game Freaker. Yeah, that's Game
Freaker. It's farewell tour tonight. We haven't introduced who we are.
It's Richard Petty farewell tour.
Oh right, okay. We haven't introduced who we are. We're doing really well. We might get the hang of this by the end of the season.
What? Get the hang of
this
what?
Commentary thing. Wow, Brand's car is has got the glitch, the engine glitch for me.
It hasn't for me. I don't know why, but half the time when I press R1 to change the camera, it's not really working. So that could be an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, Brown.
Oh!
He's got the slidey rear end. He's got the slidey rear end.
He's got the cursed rear end for last night. So yeah, I
had a
suppose I'll take over.
I forgot to mention as well that I had a default setup last night.
You did. Welcome to PSGL Season 24 F3 Round 12 from Japan. The championship is over. He is Jamie2905. I am HMFC, and we are
watching the Bush Clash.
Yeah, after this race, but
I'm watching it during it.
The American. Well, that could be possible. Interesting for the stream.
Joey Logano's hairline's receding
faster than our championship hopes. Yeah, this will be the second to last week that you will hear me and Jamie together. Oh, that is awful. I need to get off brand. I can't watch him. It's absolutely annihilating my eardrums. Because of PSGL's decision to drop Saturday night racing for 3 divisions on a Sunday night. So you have 3 choices next season, which starts in a couple of weeks' time. I think we've got about a month off, have we? 3 weeks off, a month off, something like that.
3 weeks
after next week. 3 weeks after next week, so we have 3 weeks of a little bit of a break.
Plus pre-season and the allocation races as well.
We'll have a little bit of time then.
Meaning that it might not be a break for some of these guys.
Possibly not. I mean, I don't know where I am next season. Jamie doesn't know where he is for next season. I'd assume I'll stay in F5.
In terms of commentary.
Well, in commentary, I have 2 commentaries left.
I think it's pretty much confirmed where we're going to be next season in terms of driving, but commentary, we don't know.
Well,
I'm like Nico Hulkenberg, a good commentator, but I might be out of a job next season.
Well, meanwhile, with the real commentary of this race,
anyway,
Phoenix is leading, which is remarkable. Ushin is second, and Felix is third. AMS, the grandfather of the division, is in 4th place, but Brand.
I'm hoping Brand will take it easy on these guys tonight. He's got the championship in the bag, no need to take any risks. Constructor championship is wrapped up as well after Tom was kicked out.
What?
Wait, do you not know? Tom got...
No, I did not know.
Well, he left. I
Oh,
don't think he necessarily
why?
got kicked out. Because of a penalty he got in FP.
Because he got a penalty in FP?
Yeah, and he's all like, you know, touchy about it, complaining about it.
Oh, and it went wrong. Excellent. So there was no reserve to take over.
Well,
Oh,
we've only got one race left after this, I guess.
So
But
AMS,
to be honest, it's better than last
could
season.
AMS win it? AMS couldn't. So AMS, if it, no, hang on, excuse me. The Constructors' Championship. The Constructors' Championship is not over. If AMS were to win tonight with 16 points and the other two, it's not. Listen, I've done maths. Right? They lead by 44 points. Yeah. There's 2 rounds left. If AMS wins, which is unlikely, I will not doubt this, but it's unlikely. If AMS wins, and if Bran and F3 both DNF, that'll be a 16-point swing, yeah? Which is less than the 32 that you would get. What would you get if you get a first and second? What's the first and second worth?
Well,
26.
It's finished anyway.
It's not. It's mathematically possible for them to win the championship. It's highly unlikely, but it isn't mathematically over. You can't say it's over if it's not over.
Wait,
it's
so
like a Mercedes. It's it's only a 44-point gap.
The maximum that Red Bull could get is 17 points tonight. 44
The maximum
minus,
they can get,
44 is
yeah.
minus 17 is what? 27, 28, 27.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
And they could. Well, they can, because they could have a reserve next week.
Reserve, yeah, but reserves don't go towards constructors.
Why would they not? They have done in ours.
They haven't.
Look, for the benefit of the championship, next week they can, right? I make the rules around here, because I'm being kicked out of this commentary anyway. I will do this. Meanwhile, Pauldy leads, and Brand is second, and Phoenix is third after he bottled the championship last week. I don't care anymore, I've turned into James Hunt. I'm going to have a beer, and I'm going to commentate. I'm going to put my feet up on Murray Walker's legs. He's not going to be happy.
We've got
I
yellows.
I sat in the wettest seat
I've ever
sat in earlier on.
Look who's in the wall.
Is it Charles?
Shalabar.
It is Shalabar. He looks like he's found reverse. Oh, and that is front wing damage.
And he's struggling to get out of first gear.
He's in 5th gear now. And now 6th. And down to 5th and off the road. Into the gravel trap. That's down the position.
That's down a position.
Yes, me and Jamie have discovered the 1997. Well, I've rediscovered the 1997 F1 game, which has a brilliant soundtrack voiced by
And there's a
Murray Walker.
McLaren backwards. And it's Ocean McGirl.
Well, after last night's shenanigans in F5, I have now been commentating longer than I was racing last night.
Yep.
That is a fact. That is a sad fact. Yeah. So where do you think
Maybe
we
you'll
are?
see some drivers in the fence and upside down like last night. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we'll see someone try and go for the strap to glory. Maybe we'll see
so
someone down the back.
The Grand Marshal for the Clash is literally called the Bush Guy. Okay.
Excellent. Boogity boogity boogity. Maybe I should do that. Can I take a start? I haven't taken a start all season. Can I take a start tonight?
Yeah, I know David Croft is a bit greedy and he doesn't let Martin Brundle do the starts, and I was Murray Walker. Oh god, imagine David Croft alongside Murray Walker.
Well, David Croft. I actually don't mind Crofty, because the older Crofty gets, the more I'm going to like him. So I have to accept the fact that but he has a lot more information than what Murray Walker does. Murray Walker used to have a TV screen that literally was the size of your PS4, standing up, and David Cross has all this technology, but to be fair, he is hampered by the worst co-coms in history. Worse than me, in fact.
In Martin Brundle.
No. He's a one-off guy. He turns up every now and then. If I said the word Mercedes,
Paul the Rester. Paul the Rester.
Yeah, she's really going to struggle there to overtake Mercedes. If you're having a perfectly normal conversation.
Jonathan Legend isn't the worst because he's funny.
No, Jonathan Legend was terrible, but I don't know.
Oh, there's all sorts of problems there for Tasmus.
What's he in the wall? Where was he?
Disqualified.
He's been disqualified. Oh dear.
Oh, there's all sorts of problems.
The Oogie Azim is in the chat. The Rapindi Express, is that the correct name for?
Rawalpindi.
Rawalpindi, sorry. The Rawalpindi Express is in the chat.
I have been carrying the Rawalpindi Express all season in FP.
Does he want to? Look, if I end up losing, me and Jamie are comms and we're teammates together, right? We spend a lot of time having bad times in PSGL, but it is a community. If you're watching and you're interested in, maybe you're new, there's 7 people watching the stream at the moment, maybe you're new to it, maybe you don't understand it, join us on our website. Sign-ups for next season are up now. You can come and race every night of the week apart from Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we've got divisions for all ability tiers. We've got F1 where you can marvel at the fact that a 13-year-old is running away with championships weekend after weekend and the Williams actually win, or you can marvel at stuff like F5 where
who said ILRT Louis was 13 years old?
I don't know. Is it Blizzard who's 13?
Blizzard's 14.
Sorry, he was 13 when he won the championship though, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's where I picked that up from, right? Then you can have, old school legends like Game Freak. You can't race against him anymore because he's leaving after tonight. But he's won races. You can have AMS, the grandfather of the division. We need new names. We need new memes. I can't do it all by myself. You've got to join up. You don't want to sweat pro clubs on a Sunday night. Where's the joy in that? It's a dead game.
I can't wait until F5 gets moved to Sundays, because what I'm hoping for is all the quicker drivers will be up in F3 and F4, and they'll just leave it a close competition in F5.
So basically, what you're saying is you want me and you to suddenly be like mates and not mates anymore, where we start taking each other out for the championship.
No, we've worked together, obviously.
Obviously, there. That's what Fernando and Lewis said at all the press conferences. That goes out the window very, very quickly.
Yeah, but that's Fernando Alonso, isn't it?
It is Alonso. Alonso can't have a teammate. We are aware of this. Well, we're
he's
out for quality.
He's got to be a one-man team. That's why I feel like Verstappen's going to be like a one-man team. The way the Red Bull's basing that car around him.
Excellent. It is very true. I don't like them. And I can't wait until they lose the Aston Martin thing off the back wing. Looking at that grid...
I can't wait until Helmut Marko steps down, to be honest, because he's ruined so many young drivers' opportunities of getting up into
Jamie Alguersuari, John-Eric Verne. Can we keep playing this game? It's really good until one of us runs out of a driver.
Danny Kvyat, technically.
Yes, I suppose. Scott Speed.
No, Scott Speed's just Scott Speed. He's terrible.
Scott Speed's just... Wow! Pushing into the pit lane. Like pre-1994 Imola pit lane speeds.
Scott Slow.
Scott Slow. Scott banned from iRacing.
Scott, I'm terrible at NASCAR, even though I'm American.
Look who's coming out of the pits now. It's the Canadian.
Who's also terrible at NASCAR? Not Trey. Jack Villeneuve.
Didn't he nearly win a race? It wasn't a road course.
Yeah, but Nelson Piquet also won a race, and that wasn't on a road course.
Danica nearly won a race. Once. Didn't some fan throw a shoe underneath her car and break a splitter?
Oh yeah, Montreal.
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't me. The laugh wasn't because especially with this thing going on F1 Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it.
It was Dreve. Actually, no, it was Jacques Villeneuve, because I remember Jacques Villeneuve dumped Danica once.
Yeah, he did.
Road America.
Do you reckon he would have dumped her in real life as well? Jack with his baggy overalls. Looked like he was wearing a baby's nappy.
Jacques Villeneuve and the big ass clothes.
Yeah, mate. Jacques Villeneuve's a very strange character. Peaked remarkably early in his career and was on a downhill spiral ever present after that.
Downward spiral. No, it's just his career choices, I think. Going to BAR ruined his career.
No, I don't think so. 1994, he was absolutely... I mean, the Penske's in kart were unbelievable, IndyCar, depending on your view if they were the same series or not. He was good. Then he obviously, 95, wins the championship, comes over, nearly wins a Formula 1 title in his first season, takes it to the last round, remind you of anyone, maybe the greatest driver of all time.
And then his wheel fell off and nearly killed someone in the crowd.
It did. Talking of nearly killing someone in the crowd, Felix has had a moment, I'm guessing, through the S section. He's now back on the line in front of a Ferrari, I think, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of people backing up. There's Monza levels of ridiculousness down the back track. Can we just talk about Zetzer being in 4th place, please?
Can we talk about Iceman being in 5th place, please?
Absolutely. We can talk about whatever you like. But
can we talk about how Suzuka is absolutely shocking?
It's bad. Can we talk about the backup through the chicane, please? Because everyone's coming and they're all tripping over each other for laps.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've not made it.
9 seconds left. Nexus Iceman gets over the line.
Everyone's over the line.
Who's the next one? Everyone's over the line. Everyone is on a lap. Morse Mauner, King.
He's
DNFs.
Not. And he's held up Nino. His retired car has held up Nino.
Phoenix sets pole position.
Wait, there's a house in the gravel and Nino's just decided to bump Motorhammer King's AI.
That's pulled his lap. That's pulled his lap done. So what can Brand do? He's 0.81 thousandths of a second.
Okay. Can Brand just give someone else a chance, please?
He's fastest at the moment through Sector 1. We're coming up to the split for Sector 2. Let's find out what he can do. Waiting for the line, We're going down towards Spoon Curve now.
AMS has gone 3rd. Incredible lap.
That's unbelievable. I cannot
believe
this.
3 temps up. Porty is 3 temps up. What's he gonna do?
How is he?
Ah, damn it. Brown's down.
And Brand was down by 0.080 of a second.
Ocean McGirl's 3rd.
That might have been too much. He gets He might have been enough.
4th. There's a Williams without a wing. There's a Williams without a wing, and it's Nino.
Next to Iceman comes to the line now.
5th position. What's Zexa gonna do? Oh, he's backed off, I think. Yeah.
Must have had a little moment.
Is there anyone else to come across the line? Nino's crashed.
At the last corner.
Rowan
Robert
corner.
Kubica bend.
No, Rowan bend.
Rowan corner. 1/10 off to Brand. Solid. Yes, AMS, it is solid. You need to beat him, though. You need to beat him to keep the constructors. Don't listen to Jamie. We will add people into the thing to make the final ever race of Game Freaker's career worth watching. 7 people in the lobby, and I'm going to have to stop because I've got a lump in my throat.
What? Shalabar? Have a look at Shalabar.
I don't know, is he doing a practice start? You're right, mate. One fish quality for everyone.
Was he trying to be that annoying person in like online lobbies that just doesn't finish the race? Makes everyone wait.
I don't know. Maybe his wheel disconnected or something.
I don't think he uses his wheel.
I don't know. I don't like to judge. Anyway, so SSR Phoenix on pole, Pauldy 2nd, Ushim 3rd, Bram 4th, Nexus 5th, AMS Felix 7th, good result for Zexa there in the 8th, Timpson 9th, J Ray down in 10th, Game Freaker 11th in his final performance, his swan song race.
The Bush Clash has started.
Boogity boogity boogity. Why don't we just watch it from the start? Why don't you not watch it and we'll watch it together after the race? We'll rewind
because
the
it's
stream.
not as big as the Blade Daytona 500, is it? It ain't going to be 200 laps.
Yeah, but it's
only 75.
We'll be alright.
And it's going to take a lot less time than Arca, isn't it? Because Arca slower cars, obviously. Reused cars from a couple of years ago.
True.
Ryan Newman.
There's now there is now 5 people watching the stream. I don't know what happened. We obviously said something about NASCAR. This is what happens. Don't know what I've done with my
NASCAR is underrated.
Massive wrecks. We all want to see. If you think the wreck
there are
by
some
Rowan
racing
last
points
night-
with some Mercedes bobbing around on the grid over there. They're eager to get this race going. At least.
I bet they are.
Boing, 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 boing. Goes that front wing. And like that, it's a single file clash at Daytona.
Five people in stream. Ask us anything. I just want to say that I've been walking around the paddock during that off-screen break, and I have seen some celebrities. You want to know who they are, Jamie?
It's Kamui Kobayashi down there.
Kamui Kobayashi was down there with the head of Gazoo Toyota Racing. Also, Lance Stroll and a chain linked to a big cash register. I don't know what he walks around paying money off to whom with that cash register. I'm guessing it's some form of development parts for Aston Martin's Bridgend factory. I'm not too sure. And Christian Horner and his lovely wife Jerry Halliwell are down there. Christian Horner, of course, a man too slow to get to Formula 1. I know the feeling, Christian.
So he just started up Arden.
He went and bought Arden, I think.
And he started it.
Oh, did he? That's great. And then got Red Bull to sponsor him. Maybe we should have... To be honest, I think Monster are missing a trick. Monster should come in and, you know, not sponsor Mercedes as a little sponsor. They should become a title sponsor for Haas. Because Haas have had such a good relationship.
But that's the thing, in NASCAR they sponsor one of the Chip Ganassi cars. So if they sponsor the Haas car from F1, it'd be a bit controversial, wouldn't it?
Well, Chip Ganassi raced Fords in Le Mans, so it's not really that much of a thing. 8 people in the chat, ask me anything. AMA for me and Jamie, and I'll pass it on to Jamie if you want to know anything about Jamie's fledgling FP career, or anything about my disastrous F5 career that you can ask.
I only do good in FP when I have a Red Bull. Whenever I'm in a McLaren, I'm slow. Whenever I'm in a Red Bull, it's hard for me because whenever I'm in a Red Bull, I'm too quick for the Red Bull. Whenever I'm in a McLaren, I'm too slow for the McLaren.
We're in the cursed orange tangerine cars. They are cursed. We both have not. We've only finished in the points together once all season, and that was at Monaco.
And France.
Oh, was it France as well? I can't even remember France. I tried to delete France from my memory. It's so bad. But anyway, we will be about to start. Did anyone put on the softs? Oh, the medium runners from 11th. That'd be interesting to see the crossover with the thing. You take the start. I've got a terrible camera angle.
No, probably fix themselves. Five lights, and it's go, go, go! And someone's already lost their wing! Oh no. It's 4 wide down into turn 1.
Oh, it's a turn 1!
It's absolute chaos already. Phoenix leads.
And
there's Felix off in the gravel and into the wall, and he is already done.
Back across the road.
Oh no, there's going to be cars upside down.
Game Freaker somehow got through that. Game Freaker up to 9th position.
In his final ever race. But there's a massive gap.
Nino and Game Freaker with the medium runners going forward there. The big losers were Zector and Felix. Felix, or F3, got pushed wide. He was on the outside. He had a little bit of a tank slapper, come back across and hit one of the Williamses. I think it may have been Nino, so I want to check whether or not Nino's got front wing damage.
Well, it would be nice if the game gave me a camera angle to check it, but
I don't think so. That Williams end plates look fine.
Let's have a look at everyone else. Give me a camera angle to make me look at the wings. Zexa, obviously, and F3, I think they're the only two, actually. And there was a bit of Red Bull. There was a bit of Red Bull as well. So that would be AMS with it. No, it was someone else.
Will anyone launch it into the chicane for the first time?
From what I'm seeing,
Already?
no. And Phoenix has gone away.
Time.
Phoenix and Porty have run away. And Bran. No, they've not.
Well,
it's just a timing glitch.
I was going to say, they are the three in the division that I think are the
Shalabar.
fastest.
Shalabar's going for a move. Kimi Räikkönen star backs out of it, and that's a voice crack, and that's probably going to be the first event tonight, so don't expect that one to be the last, obviously.
Nice.
Back up the front. Look at Brad, he's on the back of Porty and nearly made contact with him at the place where you don't really want to make contact through there.
Wow. That's tight there.
It was a bit
His teammates in the pits, of course. Pardon me, excuse me. It's not
now
great.
What we're seeing, Bran has a squirmy rear end through the first Degner.
I think he's going to get moved up to F1 next season. I'm not too sure. That's not insider information. That's my opinion. But he definitely won't be racing here. Let's put it that way.
Well, if he ain't in F1 next season, then he'll be in F1 one day, that's for sure.
Well, catching is one thing, passing is quite another. Track extend there, but he never got called for it. Paldy with a big run on Phoenix down into 130R. Here we go.
I need to get the tyre information up, actually. That would help.
Here we go. Clobbers the inside first chain. Got a better run. Let's see what he does through the next bit. Yeah, he's got him there. Surely. Surely.
He's running low.
To the outside. Brand sitting here with his popcorn.
Yeah. I don't think the fact that there was no DRS there really didn't help Porty at all.
No, and he's run wide through that.
Now it's going to offset his run through all these corners.
It's such a horrible section of track on this game.
I don't get how the drivers actually like that part of the track in real life. It's just so awful.
No. I will say on Gran Turismo, it is fantastic to drive and get right. Suzuka is a great circuit, but not on this damage road.
Bottle Haug and his car's disappeared. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ferrari bought an invisibility cape off Amazon.
Did they pay for it in Muggle money, or did they buy it using Harry Potter kind of nonsense? Game Freak are holding on.
Alakazam.
I'll tell you what, down in 8th position, Mr. Nino is making those mediums talk. He's on the back of Nexus Iceman, the man who was technically still in the fight for
I was in
the
this position
F5
yesterday.
championship.
I was in this position yesterday with a default setup though, and I ended up bottling it, didn't I? So can't really.
He did. In front of him, Tibson's just had a massive nibble at AMS. AMS got a squirrely rear end out. And let's see whether or not Tibson will make a move on a lead director. That could be risky.
He's not got enough.
He's got to launch it back up the inside. AMS track extend.
Sure, AMS knows how to take these corners.
AMS is absolutely fantastic for the first section now. He's probably pulled 2-3 car lengths through there compared to Tibson. Yeah. Nino's good through there as well. You can really tell who's got a car that likes to change direction through that section.
Of course, remembered as well with the increased safety car frequency, if someone bottles it tonight, we could easily get a safety car.
He could do, but this is not a very crashy division.
Which I don't really like, to be honest. Like, what's the point of league racing if you're not going to crash?
I mean, last night in the chat, Kolozniak, is it? One of the Russians.
Koznick.
Kosnick, moaned about the safety car, saying it's too frequent for him. Well, it would be in
Well,
F5 because F5 is F5.
Advice to you, Nick, stop spinning out every corner, then we'll talk about that.
I think he'll finish in the top 10 once next season.
What a miracle.
Throwing shade.
Meanwhile, the Canadian's on the back of Game Freaker.
Tonight?
He's F2.
No, but in the chat he's usually here.
Yeah, he'll probably be here later.
Nexus Iceman has gone
The
forward.
Canadian has passed Game Freaker.
Oh. Well.
And there's more action behind them.
There's more action in front. Timpson's run wide, and Iceman's all over the back of him. And Nino's come to play too. Oh, he just about kept that in there.
I was just going to say, when is someone going to bottle it at Dunlop? Timpson got very squirmy, he's on the gravel, he's kicking it up everywhere. Expecting to do Danny Kvyat
pressure right now.
Daniel Kvyat corner.
He's launched that.
Who's launched that?
Nino, absolutely latest of the late breakers there into Dunlop hairpin.
Yep.
Speedy Suarez is in the chat. Bottle hug, bottling like always, learning from the best. Nice to see Suarez turn up and support his F5 colleagues. Boy, look at this now. Look at Nexus Iceman with a run to the outside towards the chicane. Thinks better of it.
Doesn't want to risk it.
Got a better run through the mid corner as well. He sort of blocked past him through Rowan Bend. John Lacey had an accident there in '96. Timpson covers the inside. Oh, this is ending in contact.
I thought Iceman was going to pull off an Iceman move through turn 1, but it hasn't happened.
Jake Tex is in here as well. Nice to see him as well.
I hope you got that Iceman reference, by the way.
Yeah, I did. Timpson runs wide.
That corner is so... Like, can catch you out so easily.
Whoa, get your cameras out, ladies and gentlemen. Bran has got a 3-second time penalty. Things you never see. Meanwhile, while we've been watching this, Pauldy, Bran and Phoenix are running away with this race.
Ushin's hoping for a safety car right now around the pit window.
Don't blame him, I am and all. I'd love to see Nino win from 8th. Oh, Nexus Iceman with a big snap of oversteer through Spoon. Maybe those
Nino
maybe them softs are cry. Nah, there's nowhere to launch it. He's not that close. But I'm very interested to know whether or not them tyres, those softs, are crying enough on the back of the Iceman.
I was just on board with AMS, but unfortunately he lost the rear end a little bit, and we got
Pauldy
yellows.
with the run, Pauldy.
Shalabar nearly got absolutely killed by more Zaman King.
I've just seen it. Pauldy leads.
Safety
Pauldy
car
doesn't lead. What was the safety car for?
Shalabar was backwards on the racing line.
Well, that'd be interesting because I missed it. Pauldy took the lead for half a corner. He was in front.
I think the safety car came out because Morzaman had slight contact with Shalabar, and Shalabar was round on the track, so... And Morzaman was on the racing line, obviously, and the safety car almost forced Morzaman off into the gravel.
GG, Cody's GG.
Imagine if the safety car took Morzaman King out the race and it wasn't Morzaman's fault.
Have you ever seen the race? I think it's in European Touring Cars or World Touring Cars at Po, where the safety car comes out the pits and gets clattered by half the field because he parks it on the racing line.
In the ARCA race, the pace car got hit during the big one.
Oh god. No, this was actually a safety car come out the pit, parked on the racing line the other side of a blind corner. They all come round at racing speed and hit him.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link afterwards.
Was it during a touring car race, yeah?
Yeah, it was the touring car race, yeah. Speedy Suarez has said Felix and Z3 are back in the game. They are. They are. They will get... They've all had a free stop, so... Let's go round. This is going to be pit stop roulette time.
Zexa's more likely to bottle
it. Williams in. Renault in. Whatever they're called this week. Sauber, maybe not. Alpha in. McLaren in. Red Bull in.
Alpha Sauber, maybe.
Alpha Tauri, or whatever they're going to be called next season. Racing Point.
Nino leads.
Nino stays out.
Game Freaker
second.
Ooh, Game Freaker, you know.
Well, they are.
Possibilities.
They're gambling on yellow. You know, safety cars breeding safety cars. Yellow breed yellows. Everyone has been saying this since Cody's changed the safety car. I personally like it more than King up to 3rd position. I'm telling you right now. If I'm one of these guys at the back, like a Felix, like a Zexa, I am going to hards and I'm going to the end.
What you need to watch out for, though, is penalties for drivers running into other drivers under the safety car.
Medium runners will have to go for hards, which aren't ideal. No, it's not. You're right, it's not ideal, but catching is one thing,
medium runners
is quite another.
Medium runners will go to softs easily.
Well, they can't go to the softs to the end. It's like 8 out of 27.
Not during the safety car, but during the green flag laps.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the hard guys could risk a safety car. Because imagine your safety car comes late on, you're gonna get another free stop anyway. So why not put the tyre on that you know is gonna last to the end, and go that way? But that's my thinking on it. But
yeah,
I think differently than a lot of people. My strats are paid off sometimes. Monaco this season being one. Nearly worked for you as well.
It's just some things happen at Monaco, don't they?
Well, you can't overtake.
Yeah. Iceman found out.
Jay and Speedy Suarez are having a discussion in the chat around medium runs who have to go for hards, which aren't ideal, but I think it could help them, says Suarez. And Jay was referring to under the safety car if they wanted to pit. That's true. Game Freak a 5-second stop, 5-second penalty for extending track limits under the safety car, which he will have to serve because he hasn't stopped. So we know he will have to stop, which means he will have to serve it, which is unfortunate.
Yep. I should imagine that the safety car probably will be going back in this lap. I should imagine Tosmas will catch up to the back of the field.
Maybe. Maybe one more. Depends where they catch him. If they catch him by the sector... If they catch him by the sector 2 line, then yes. If they don't by then, I don't think it resets itself. It's normally 3 laps, isn't it? But depending when people stop, this is going to be tight.
Depends when the last driver catches up to the back of the pack, even if the incident has been cleared.
Tasmas is just entering Degner 1 now. Those mediums will be nice and hard. Nice and hot, rather.
Yeah.
They're about to go into, and the leaders are about to go into Spoon. He's just... that's going to be tight. Safety car might be in this lap, I think you're right. He's just on the back of them now.
Yeah. Plus, when the safety car says it's going in, you have time to back up the pack.
5 seconds penalty for Zexa. Bottle hag.
That's for track limits. You might get that removed. Or reduced. There it is.
In this lap.
Nino will control it. Is it contact?
Well, contact? I hate the safety car restarts in this game. People don't drive properly. That's my opinion.
Ooh, game so, watch out. I got penalty for doing that. Once in a league race. So away we go, and Nino's pulled away. Basically, shafted a corner by going side by side with someone.
Yeah.
Cost me the win.
Standard, Jamie.
Yeah. There's a caution in the clash, and I'm not really sure why. Maybe a competition caution. I am not sure. Oh, look at Mozambique King, he's round! Watch out for the McLaren! And that was a perfectly executed pirouette, as Crofty would say.
Oh, Tasmas nearly wiped him out.
Yeah.
Spin, spin, spin!
Round, round, round goes the Racing India.
Right, so that helped Phoenix. As Phoenix.
Oh, look at Shalabar. Very close to the rear end of the Alfa Romeo of Mr. Felix.
Shalabar's got mediums on my screen, but hards on the light up display.
Yeah, he is hards. He has hards.
Tasmas also has hards.
Oh, Game Freak got loose, I think. Yeah, 10 people watching.
Brown on the back of Paldy. I am.
This is for superior track position.
Suarez, Nino, Game Freak, Morsman, the King have to pit, and if they don't create a gap, they won't be able to make the strategy work.
Well, Morzam and King's already out the water.
Yeah, Morzam and King needs a safety car for more reasons than one. Nino is going for... Well, Nino's actually driving quite well. Game Freaker is acting like the stopper in a bottle.
Yeah.
And it's helping Paldy come on the back of... back to Phoenix. But they had similar pace beforehand. Brand seems more happy on these mediums.
Yeah.
So does Ushin, to be fair. And AMS is a man rejutilised on these mediums. Look at him now. Look at Brand with the underlook.
Kind of reminds me of Belgium last season. And you wasn't there, but you missed an incredible race that day.
I was probably watching Millwall get battered somewhere.
It was at the end of August. Well, 1st September, actually, the day after Hugh Bear was killed. So remember, we had Spa literally the same day, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Can't remember where I was. AMS down to 130R on the back of Ushin.
Here he comes.
Yeah, you've got to go to the inside there. Look at the front three for the net lead.
Here's going to be a Rowan type crash.
Game Freaker goes to cover.
Meanwhile, there's Bram. Oh, Bram's not going to go for it. He's boring. Down
Williams
inside goes Phoenix, and he is away.
Will Game Freaker in his last race let Paldy through?
Oh, he's collected Bram! He's collected Bram!
No, Bram collected him on my screen.
Game Freaker's out. Oh, and that's the end of a career. That's a virtual safety car.
That'd be a real safety car, surely. That was more a real safety car. Brand's reversing on track.
That's not the way that Mr. Game Freaker Wout Verist would have wanted to end his PSGL career.
Can we have some Fs in the chat, please?
The retirement party has come to an abrupt end.
Now, from what I saw, he lifted. He was on the inside, and Brand tried to make the move and hit him. Now, I don't know what you saw on the stream. That's what I saw on board with Game Freaker.
Yeah.
So, I thought he'd try and get out of the way. He did.
In goes the safety car.
That cost. He let Paldy go, and it cost himself. But it's also taken Bran away. Now we're going to have a really fun time watching Bran come from the back. Suarez, trust me, mate. Nino, Game Freaker, and Morsman King would not win in a month's of would not win a race in this division for about a year, mate. It's been a Brand domination. Brand into the pits.
Oh shit!
Safety car.
He's not on the track though. Oh, he's out. He's out the race. And he's a quitter. He has his foot champs to do. I know that.
Oh.
But he's a quitter. Quitter's mentality. And will that be a safety car? I wonder.
Valtvarious, Mr. Valtvarious, Mr. Game Freaker. What an end of a career, mate. I mean, if it didn't sum up PSGL in one moment, trying to do the good thing, the right thing, the teammately thing, and you get wiped out. If that doesn't sum up PSGL, I don't know what does. You know, they've done that top 10, Autosport done the top 10 ways to finish a career, top 10 worst ways to finish a career.
Damon Hill.
Video. Yeah, like all them kind of ones. I think Game Freak has just gone up there with Big C's.
Big C's was bad. At least it wasn't as bad as Jensen Button.
No, but they both finished at Monaco.
Yeah, but Jensen Button forklifted someone into the roll and had to retire early, and AMS has just pumped the back of the Canadian.
And Nino was just at the fastest lap of the race on 13 lap holds.
And look who's on the back of AMS. Well, look, the two drivers.
Oh my god, AMS! Oh my god!
Oh, Saxon. He's just kept that one on track. Might just keep the position, actually. Oh, this could be risky.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's actually clean.
Well done. Well done, the two of you.
And he's going to go and do the Eddie Irvine.
You can't... No, you can't do a side-by-side twice through the S section. Once was quite enough. 11 people in the stream, in the chat. Send us your questions, send us your comments. Felix picks up a time penalty there.
Yep, for once he is the lead Alfa Romeo.
What did I say about them not both getting points?
It's possible.
It's been two drivers are out of the race. If you're just joining us, Game Freaker's last ever PSGL race ended in the barriers. Thanks to trying to let his teammate through, where he was collected by the championship winner. Brian Glover, who is now at the back of the grid on the hard tyre. 13 laps to go.
Well, everyone else did bad races.
Iceman racing here for full position. Iceman, a man who obviously was moved up mid-season.
Yep. Now, is there going to be team orders coming into play here? Yep, there it is actually. Nino lets Phoenix go.
And what's he going to do, a job over Paldy?
Probably.
Ushin, invite me if you must, boys.
Tibson's on for another podium.
He is again, yeah.
I also checked as well, his one in Singapore wasn't his first one. He had one back in Russia as well.
Oh, I forgot about that. Russia was a long time ago. If you want to invite Ushin to
the season doesn't feel long, but it also feels like one of the longest seasons going at the same time.
Yeah, it was quite a long season.
But it doesn't feel like it at the same time.
James, Ushin in the chat said invite him to the party, I'm guessing.
Okay. Anyway, we'll let him anyway. Party. That's if they'd like to learn. There we go. And Ushin McG. McGill.
Tipson has run wide out of Spoon, and Nexus Iceman is going to try and make a move into 130R. Thought better of it. Tipson, does he cover the inside? He doesn't need to. Iceman thinks better of it through the chicane and out onto the straight. Simpson has a bit of oversteer through Roland Corner. It literally is going to be called Roland Corner, but here comes Iceman down towards turn one. Simpson covers it off and then moves back on the racing line. This is going to be close,
and there's action behind, but we don't care.
Leaving more.
They're literally, you can hear the tyre screech, you can hear the rubber screech. It's still beating and banging, and it's not in the barrier just yet.
That's borderline. That was elbows out. That was big time Charlie racing. That was.
Meanwhile, there's a three or four way battle here for 6th and 7th position.
Excellent. And they're catching the guys in front.
Yep.
AMS needs to win to keep the championship.
And there's contact. Zex has pushed their free into AMS, and that is calamity.
Wow. Did he actually go for that then? Where was he? Yeah. Where did he come from? He launched that from Narnia.
Zexa wanted to dive, but F3 covered him. Let me see if I got a shin, dude. No, Ishin is here, he's just not speaking.
He's sent into AMS.
Oh,
you alright, mate?
Iceman. Ooh. That's alright.
Yes.
Well, like, it kind of fucked up my race last night, sorry for the language.
It's alright, everyone gets one. Nino into the pits. Felix into the pits.
The two Hungarians are going at it, and it's yellow flags, and that would be for Zexa? Yeah, he's got wing damage, just caught that. Bottle hug.
I think he had contact with Shalabar.
I just want to ask Ushin a question a sec. Of course, you ended your race pretty much in the barriers. What actually happened? Because I just cut you, you was just there, sitting in the barrier. What happened? Yeah. Yeah.
Must be the most awkward conversation ever. League director versus league admin.
Oh, contact! Nino's pushed Tosmas.
Wow. Wow. Dunlop's the place to sit tonight. Kamui Kobayashi's dives are nothing compared to Tosmas and Nino's.
That's not Dunlop, that's a hairpin. Dunlop's the uphill left-hander.
I thought it was Dunlop hairpin.
Well, there wouldn't be two corners.
No, it's called it's called Casino, isn't it? It's Casino hairpin. It's whoever sponsors it.
Yeah, bit like
So I apologise. Nino off track through 130R. Mooresman the King. Oh god, this is going to get very tasty.
You know you ain't going to give this one up.
Very tasty. No, Softs versus.
Oh, Mozama nearly clipped that wall. He nearly clipped that wall that sent Rowan up in the air.
Zexa retires. To the inside.
Is Zex up in the air? Did he do a flip?
Mooresman. Oh, Mooresman the King back up the inside. Oh,
he brake checked. He brake checking now.
Oh, wow.
Nino's fuming.
Oh, Nino.
He's lost his edge.
No.
Here's Tosmas.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, I'm giving you both odds of 3 to 1 or less that this ends in an almighty accident. Anyone taking that? Bet in play now.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Is it? Well, bear in mind, then, Ushin's basically listening to a radio commentary. Oh, that's a send.
Your
got
voice
to the grass
isn't being.
and all.
Oh God! Apparently, Ushin, your voice isn't being shared, and they're sharing paint.
What is
They're sharing
this?
paintwork. They're sharing paintwork. Oh, there we go, Nino into the barrier. Safety car. Safety car, Nino DNF'd on purpose into the wall.
And Bottlehag bottled it again because he should have just waited a couple more laps there.
And Nino has retired from the race and left the session and possibly.
And I think the steward's office is going to be a little bit tasty tonight.
It is, and I.
Sorry, Harry. Continue.
I was going to say I think that may be the end of his PSGL career because I think to DNF on purpose at this point with the safety car might be deemed to be interfering with the race result.
Now this could be rather tasty here because you see Nexus Iceman and Draby, they've stayed out. They are going to try and get those mediums to the end while at the same time defending from the likes of Phoenix, Porty, Tibson, AMS, Shalabar, Morzama King, Nino. Wait, Nino's not here anymore. Tosmas and F3.
So won't he get a
free... Brand's Day goes from bad to worse, as not only did he get a 5-second penalty, but he's also got to wait for his pit crew to get his stuff out after his teammate also pitted at the same time as him.
The only good thing is he will get a free hit because obviously it will be a free stop.
Did you see what happened with Game Freak and Bran?
Yeah, we caught, I
yes.
caught the contact. I didn't see how Game Freaker went in the wall. Just caught Bran going up to the gravel.
I was on board with Game Freaker. He got seemingly hit in the rear when letting Pauldy through. That's how it looks to me.
It was like my collision with Geronimo last night.
I was just behind and I just see it almost looked like Game Freaker was slowing down to let the two cars go ahead, and then I don't know.
I think he was playing team games.
He slowed down to let Pauldy through and then pulled back across. And
he basically knew that he wasn't in his teammate's race.
A sad way to end his career, I suppose.
It was a sad way to end his career. What would be an even sadder way to end this race is if Iceman and Jay decide to pit, the Canadian as we'll now refer to him as, or Williams, Ferrari driver #1. We won't... We won't throw back here to anyone who's probably not knows what we're talking about. F1 1997. What a game on the PS1. My second ever Formula 1 game. My first one was the original Formula 1 game entitled Formula 1. And I also had Ayrton Senna's... That was on the PlayStation. I also had Ayrton Senna Monaco Grand Prix 2 on the Master System. Because I am ancient, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because being 30 years old, almost 30 years old, is ancient nowadays, so...
Yes. In league racing terms. In league racing terms it is.
He's been around the block, to say the least.
Yeah. Still never won a race.
Being 17 or 18 is ancient for league racing years now, if you consider all this young talent that's coming up for the ranks.
It is. Talking about talent, Nexus... sitting there, the stewards are going to be busy for all these off-track penalties, aren't they, behind safety cars? So,
he has a penalty.
Right. So, Iceman, J-Ray, and are basically hoping this safety car stays out for another lap, aren't they? They really want it.
They'll get those tyres to the end anyway. Like, they'll be shot, but they're going to get them to the end, and you gotta pay your respects to Bran here, actually, because he's stuck behind the lap car. Well, not the lap car, the ghosted car of Nino.
The ghosted Nino. Nino's still messing around with Bran's race. This is really going to affect his restart. Right, so I'm going to ask two questions before we go live, because safety car will be in this lap, I'd guess. Where will Bran finish, and how many corners before Phoenix gets past one or both?
We're doing another lap.
The two cars in front.
Oh, no, we're not.
No, safety car in, late call.
Yeah.
Bran P3, Phoenix to win. Why P2?
I'm gonna go for a gamble. I'm gonna say one of these medium runners might win this race, just because of the fact they can hold these guys off. I know Dre isn't one for penalties. Oh, wow.
He's hit Jay
there's a massive clutch up here, and is Iceman gonna take him to the line for Staten style? No, he's not. But here comes Dre.
Oh my god. Is Jay gonna win? Oh my god, Jay went through.
It's your mediums or hards. It's constantly changing on my screen. You're going from hards to mediums to hards.
They're both on mediums, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, both mediums.
Pauldy could possibly overtake Phoenix. They need Pauldy to start hassling Phoenix, so Phoenix isn't on the attack, he's on the defence. He's got a better run now as we come towards Degner. They're both going to be all over the back of Jay, and Iceman is trying to run away.
Look how much time Bran's lost because of Nino's ghosted car. He's 3 seconds behind the pack.
I didn't realise Bran was at the back.
when you claimed that he was going to finish P3.
Right, I'm going to change AMS P3 then. I think
AMS P3.
That's what you're only choosing the guys who only get 5-second penalties.
Although, you know.
Oh, contact! Someone's round. There's massive crashing, and Felix is off the track. Tusmus is off, and the VSC is out.
And this will the medium runners again.
Jesus
He's not going to luck into a win.
It depends. It depends when the VSC goes back in. It depends when the VSC ends.
Although, I feel like the incident between me and AMS will strip the podium straight out of his hands. So,
Oh, you wouldn't
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that to the grandfather of the league. You wouldn't take away a podium from one of the league directors. Surely not. Surely not, Ushid.
Sometimes things just have to be done, Harry. Sometimes things just
It does. To be fair, that virtual safety car not going across the line, still being in force, really, really, really helped the two medium runners. Because there's not really anywhere else to overtake on the lap.
Yeah.
Oh, this man's a young. He's a good talent, isn't he? What was he in? He was in your division, wasn't he?
He was in our division,
There
and
he
he ran
goes.
away with every race, like Brand does in this one.
And then it seems like they don't get the memo. They get two guys down from F3 around that man's pace, and they start dominating everything. They don't get the memo. Felix out, and he's actually just come out the pits. What if we get a safety car now? A safety car followed by a VSC, followed by another safety car.
Followed by Tipson launching it on Paulding.
Wait, so how many holds have we had?
10.
Safety cars and virtual safety cars?
A
We've
lot.
had 4.
Well, I
We've had
was
4,
alive.
and the limit's 5
We've still got time. There's a yellow flag in sector 1.
and 2.
Here comes.
Tasmus is off.
There's more yellow flags than ever, and J-Ray is going to have to defend.
It's like Brazil
from
2019.
Phoenix. J-Ray
Can't
goes
go for it.
defensive.
Can't go for it.
Oh, he's going to force him wide. Oh, what would he be like out the corner though?
Oh, he's
he hit
making
him.
contact with
Oh.
him. Nearly did a Rowan, a
Oh.
flip into the wall.
Jay's just got to hold this to the inside and force him wide. Brakes on the racing line. Yeah, that was always going to happen. That was always going to happen.
Oh no!
Oh, Paulding
Watch
thinks
out for the
better
kill.
of it.
Look who's in. Look who's behind them.
Tipson, all over the back of Paulding now. AMS comes and joins the party. We're going to have a.
I'll tell you what,
we're going to have a 5-car
Tipson-
battle for second.
Tipson knows how to utilise safety car, doesn't he?
He really does. Tasmas 5-second penalty. He won't mind. He will get points. Nino isn't really here. J-Ray, will he defend the inside? He sort of half covers it, which is going to back everyone up. Here we go. All into the station.
I'm
Hairpin,
not going to spoil
which I thought-
penalties.
I'm not going to spoil it with penalties either. What I am going to say is Nexus Iceman leads by 1.2 seconds with 4 laps to go. But we all know that
This,
tyres can kill your dreams on this game.
Right, what kind of drive does this remind me of? Like, shock winner. There's not really been many shock wins in the past decade, is there really?
Not
Like
in real Formula 1 anyway.
there was
J-Ray
Maldonado.
to defend.
There was Maldonado and Rosberg in 2012. And that was pretty much
He's
it.
run wide. Here we go. This will be the lap. This will be
He's
the lap.
loose.
No, he got it wrong.
Tipton.
And Paulding's going to have the move.
I said Tipson, Porty and Tipson rather as well.
Oh, that was a double move from Phoenix. Not sure about that one.
Incredibly Irish man versus incredibly non-accent man. Yellows.
Yellow flags.
Tasmus is in the wall.
Round the outside, Shalabah round the outside of AMS.
Oh, no,
no,
safety car! I just lost my virginity.
all of your voice. Wow.
You might want to turn down your speakers. We're gonna have oh, my voice is all over the place. We're gonna have a one-lap shootout to the end.
Jay said embarrassing. A Phoenix can't get through on those tyres despite it being a hard track to overtake at.
No, but guess what?
Well,
now we're gonna have like a 1 or 2 lap shootout at the end. I thought it would have been too late for a safety car now, but it looks like we're gonna have one more twist and turn in this race.
they all no one DNF'd.
It was Tasmus probably. He's running around without a wing after it hit the wall again.
No, it was Shalabah got put in the gravel by AMS.
Yeah. Tasmus
When they went for that move, he touched the inside, put
Tasmus
him in the gravel.
Tasmus is going to go a lap down because he needs to pit. Tasmus is going to go a lap down, which means that he could get in the way of a couple of these drivers. And if we have a 1-lap shootout, what a big difference that could be.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone will stop. Yeah, it'll be a ghost, you're right.
Oh, we nearly did the Rowan wall thingy.
He did.
Thankfully, when you hit it on the inside, it doesn't propel you off into the bleak catch fence.
That's right. That is a great shout by Various Game Freaker. Final lap carnage shootout. Absolute madness.
All right,
13
boys.
of you watching now. Every single person, tweet this out. If you don't like league racing or you're not sure what league racing is, come and watch the final 2 laps of F3 tonight. The championship's over. The gloves are off.
We can
People are
spurn
sending
this. We can spurn PSGL back into life with this one race.
We can make Big C want to make a comeback. Everyone loves a good
Because
comeback.
let's be honest, ever since Big C has left and the Williams started dominating, it's gone a little bit dead, doesn't it? Like, we got 14 people watching now, and I almost saw Tibbs bottle it on the Dunlop curve there. Almost did a me.
Well, we're going to have... So, if you're just joining us, what a race you've missed. Game Freaker got taken out whilst letting his teammate through on his final race. The championship leader is down in 8th after changing his tyres more times than you have dinners in a week. The AMS, the league director, has hit the league admin, and who joins us in the chat. AMS has also hit Shalabar, which has caused this safety car. Ushin parked it in the gravel. Bottle Hag Zexa done his usual bottle, and Felix F3 done the same as well. Tasmas has hit every wall on the circuit other than the pit one, and we're about to go green again, so I'll give you back to Jamie.
Harry, Ushin, are you excited? Because this one's going to be like a Daytona 500 shootout.
As I said, last time I said to you, who do you think's going to win the race? And you said,
Here we go.
Ushin said that it was Big Phoenix. I'm not too sure it will, because he can't get past Jay so far, and Nexus had the pace to pull 1.2 seconds clear before.
Like, we've even got like a NASCAR commentary team, a 3-man team going on.
The mediums, they're in mad danger now because the soft runners behind, they're fully charged up, ready to go.
Oh, what's Jamie?
is
What's
it?
he doing? Oh, he tried to take... No, Iceman tried to take him to the line. And Dre nearly forces Phoenix into the wall. Oh my goodness me. Iceman tried to take him to the line like Max Verstappen, but Dre...
It didn't work.
Dre tried to Dre capitalised on the move. Now Dre, bloody Canadian Ferrari driving #1, is in control of this race, but what will penalty say? There's a blue flag at the back, and I guess now will be for Tasmas. Look at AMS and Tipson! Tipson and AMS! They're banging wheels, and AMS is off into the gravel, and his car's going... Oh, thank God that Nino's car was ghosted there, because that would have been a Rowan-sized accident.
Good. Karma.
Good. Meanwhile, back at the front, J Ray nearly outbreaks himself into the hairpin. Paldy, where's Paldy's
can we
place
just realise Nino's AI is doing 23 laps in mediums?
He's the greatest AI of all time.
This is the greatest race I've probably ever commentated on, behind Belgium from last season.
I think surely he's got to get it done this lap. Going on to the last lap. The gloves are off.
Bran!
To the outside.
We're green.
For the lead. Into the centre, and Prost chicane. He's
right.
himself. He's got to back him up.
Mr. Miles cleverly. I think if Phoenix doesn't get it done here, he might have just lost this race. But Dre is not going to give it up. White flag, next flag ends it. Tasmas of all people. Oh, they're so close.
Rubbing his racing. They're going to turn
Dre on the outside. He's kept it. Dre
Wow.
Miles cleverly.
What a move. Round the outside. He hung him out to dry there. He centred that corner. He said, if you're going to go for the inside, I'm turning in. It's the last lap, baby.
If there's a lot of
penalties,
if there's a lot of penalties here, anyone can win. Mozambique King's about a second off this pack. Mozambique King, if penalties go the right way, Mozambique King could win this race.
Unbelievable. Like, this is why I love league racing. Look at this race. Look at what the safety car's done. And people want us to turn it off, Ushin. People don't want us to have it on in the next game. It's madness.
Kolsnik, have a look at this. Have a look at this race and tell me that the safety car comes out too much.
He's gone wide. He's gone wide into Spoon. Jay might have it.
Dre's up, he's got it, surely Amos has passed Bran. That's the least of everyone's concerns right now.
He's got no ERS, no ERS, so he'll be able to launch it into the last corner, into the chicane.
They're running around the same amount. He's just about got enough. Iceman lags back, but as Dre comes round the last corner of the race, It's going to be close. What can penalty say? It's going to be a photo finish. Miles cleverly wins it.
1,000th of a tenth. 1,000th
Oh my
of
God.
a second.
Miles
20
cleverly has won.
20
Jesus
laps on the mediums. Absolute masterclass. Nexus Iceman, third
Brown
place.
spins.
20 laps mediums. What a race.
I was calling out this track for being awful last night. I take it back. And Brian is doing donuts. It's a race late for that, mate. Wait, have a look at Brian. He's got his right rear tyre is a soft. His right rear tyres are soft, but the rest of his tyres were hards. Oh,
Wow.
He's reversing it across the line.
Champion of the world. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Champion of the world in 2019.
Wow, I can't believe what I've just witnessed, guys. What a absolute fantastic race.
We got to get podium interviews for that, surely.
We do have to get podium interviews.
I'm on the last one. One sec.
That was, without a doubt.
To be honest, I was watching a replay of the 2010 Daytona 500 today. I don't know, I'm American, but that final two laps reminded me so much of that race. And I think Dre would agree with me because he probably knows a lot about the Daytona 500s as well. I saw him in a comment section for these races.
A lot of people are saying, did they overtake before the start-finish line? I think they did.
No.
I'll claim they did all day long, but it happened to me under the yellow flags in Singapore. The yellow flag doesn't really work as you go green on safety car. It's whoever gets the green light first gets the advantage.
Yeah. Iceman's first podium as well since been promoted from our division.
I mean, he could have won the race. I mean, he outfought himself.
I tell you what, Iceman rather bottled that by trying to take it to the line. That's what I feel.
He did, but he was the one that set it up. I mean, Phoenix has just joined the party. I'll wait, obviously, until all three are there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I got something to say on that bullshit.
Okay. PG stream, Phoenix.
Oh,
but,
hey, my bad.
Don't worry, I've
I mean, I'll do the crofty. I'll do the crofty on that one. Apologies for any language picked up in the driver's room there. Passions are high.
Adrenaline is well and truly flowing, boys.
No,
tensions are rising.
The adrenaline will be coming out of them to their boots. Another Murray Walker line in. Go on. I'm ending this. I'm not going to be commentating next season. I'm ending this in style.
Say whatever you want.
Right, I think we should start, shall we?
All three here.
Yeah.
Okay, so all gold. Hang on, let me just have a look. Make sure. I like to have a look at the party stream when I'm asking questions. I'll make sure that no one's talking. Right, there we go. So yeah, Jay, do you want me to take it? Jamie.
Oh, I thought you said Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I should have done a question.
So, congratulations to all three of our podium drivers in what can only be described as one of the best PSGL finishes of the entire season 24 calendar, in my humble opinion.
No, it's the
congratulations. Best. Okay, well, there we go. That's up for debate. With the three drivers, obviously our winner, Mr. J. Ray Bay. Second place to SSR Phoenix, and third place to Nexus Iceman. So we're going to start with the winner. 20 laps on the mediums, safety car restart, you get the run, you take the lead, you stay there. What a masterclass, what a race, how do you feel?
Well, for starters, I'm really tired. That was really hard to stay ahead. I knew those guys behind me had the softs on, so yeah, I felt like if I could just get out of turn one, I'd be okay. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Harry. Honestly, that was it was a blur.
I mean, what a strategy call. Were you on the radio to Jeff? Was Jeff guiding you through that, or was that clearly you? I mean, if Jeff's called that, it might be the only one I've ever heard him call on the game. Yeah, the softs can do 80 laps. Yeah, I'm sure they can. Yeah, cheers for that.
No, that was, to be honest, it's hard to pass around here, so I knew right away that I was staying out. but actually coming around, I held back in case Nexus pitted, and he didn't, so I figured I'll stay out with him. We were both on the same tires, so yeah, I'd rather have track position around a track like this, and that's what we went for.
Okay, and so might come back to you after the next couple of questions. So we'll go to SSR Phoenix, second for you tonight. Obviously, everyone heard in the stream your your reaction to that. So yeah, what's your thoughts on finishing second? Of course, you finished second on the road earlier on this season and got promoted due to penalties. I think that was in Monza you ended up winning because Brown had penalties on that occasion. So second place, not lucky on the penalties this time, but yeah, I mean you tried it, you hung it out on the last lap, but just kind of ran out of laps to get him, I think.
Yeah, I mean congrats to Jay, but it was because of the last lap. Like I think it was on the second restart of it, and when I saw him overtake Nexus, I mean on my screen it was yellow flag. So, you know, I didn't go immediately. The only part that got me annoyed was when I was side to side. I don't know if you know this, Jay, but you kind of put me in the wall, and I was a little bit hacked off because I had slight yellow, and that's why the last lap I was like, nah, I can't even do it now. That's why I went so wide.
You're talking about turn 1.
I'm talking, yeah, like, you know, like Rubens Barrichello and Schumacher? Is that one of those things? And then on the last lap, I actually nearly binned it in Spoon. But
yeah, well, I saw you out of the hairpin get sideways, but in turn 1 I have my footage, like I held my line, but...
yeah, I don't know if it was a desync or something, but I got it on mine.
Oh.
Fair enough, that's a issue for the stewards chat, I believe, which I guess will be rather busy. We'll quickly go to Nexus Iceman. Your first podium, I believe, in F3 since being moved up from F5. You must be happy with that. Unfortunate to not get the win, really, but
Crash.
yeah, what's your feelings on that?
Crash in the clash.
Miles overtake.
Wait. Oh, what's up?
Yeah. Logano,
Nexus?
Keselowski, and Kyle Busch crashed.
Oh right, okay. Nexus Iceman. Is Steven there?
Sorry, but I was overtaken on the yellow flags. So.
Oh, we didn't hear a load of that. Do you want to answer again? I think we I don't know if you had your mic turned on to mute, so all we heard was yellow flag. So I don't know. So if you want to repeat that, sorry.
I was overtaken on the yellow flags. So.
Oh, you were overtaken under yellow flags. Well, I have some experience of this in the last race about the overtaking under yellow flags. I did put in the stewards. They didn't come back to me. It'll be interesting to see. I'm saying this with my most diplomatic head on. Basically, I'm not too sure. I don't know where the safety car line is, and you can only race. The guys can only race to what they're told. Obviously, if you're both, if two guys get each yellow flags and the third guy's getting a green flag, then that's an issue for the stewards to sort out. But as far as we can see on the stream, I mean, you basically all crossed the line in a different position than what you were started on. I mean, the reason the safety car came out was Nino binned it on purpose, which in the past probably wouldn't have been an issue, but now is, because obviously it will bring a safety car out. So that will be another one for the stewards. It'll be a busy night for the stewards. Bushin obviously as a league admin. Any thoughts?
Absolute carnage, to say the least. But I don't know. The stewards will just have to decide, because on the stream it looked like it might have been just before the line, but obviously we're not in the position on track, so can't decide. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see all three POVs, which I'm sure will go into the record. Your footage didn't record?
No, I just checked it now. I only got 27 seconds of footage.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, hold on. What's up for debate? Like, what are we talking about?
I think there's a claim that the yellow flag was still showing at the safety car restart.
It was showing when he passed, but as soon as I saw him pass, I decided to go, because I'm like, I'm not gonna lose out all those positions.
I think.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, yellow
like,
flag.
Harry,
Yellow flag was.
I thought.
Well, I think it was.
No,
the
but
yellow
I thought
flag
he was too close to the safety car.
The yellow flag was late to going in. And what
Yeah,
that Geisman tried to do, I think he might agree with me on this, but I think he tried to do what Verstappen did in real life with Brazil. He tried to take the field to the line and then restart it to try and get rid of the slipstream.
I held back because I got a run on the first restart, and then I thought he was way too close to the safety car. So I was going to get a run regardless, because he can't restart without passing it. So I thought it was legitimate, but
yeah, I mean, as I said, from my own experience last week in F5 in Singapore, we had a yellow flag come out for a car that was spun across the track. Now, it didn't look like it was ghosted, so I fully locked up the brakes, like, you know, I run with medium traction control and ABS, and I still was sideways. 2 cars overtook me. I put it in the stewards, and nothing got said. You know, it's a grey area because, you know, you don't want the stewards to get too involved, but you also don't want you don't want bullshit deciding races. I've got one tonight now for calling, swearing, bad boy. Apologies if that offended anyone. But yeah, that kind of wraps it up for us. Keep posted to the Twitter and the Discord and everything else that we do for the results, the updated results. But obviously, congratulations to 3 podium drivers. As it stands at the moment, pending further results, it's a win for Jay Bray, 2nd place for SSR Phoenix, and 3rd place for Iceman. And I'll hand it back to Jamie to finish.
Yeah. No matter what the results are, I hope you all enjoyed that one. Anyway, I think we all of us did in the end at the end of the day. Yeah, so I'm going to end the stream here. From me, Harry, Ushin, and the podium drivers. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Well, Ushin probably won't be in the booth next week. He'll probably be racing or doing push jumps. But yeah, see you then.